we're just getting things started. Okay. Mhm. Okay, you got the link? Just that you know I can't can't reject crap on the thing that you sent me. It's way too like pixely, but I can guess. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll find a way. I'll see in qualifying. Is it one shot or is it? It's short. Yeah. Okay. Just like tier one. Okay. 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 Should I? I'll. Do you want to leave or? Sure. Yeah. We can do that way. Okay. Well. Um. Yeah. Welcome to round 7 of ERSR. Blah, blah, blah. Welcome to round 7 of ESRL, Austria. So I'll be doing comms right now. I'm MX, and yeah, let's see how this goes. Um, so yeah, hello everybody. um, I guess I'll just start talking. Austria is a fast track. It doesn't have a lot of turns, so it's all the more important how you take them. Exits are very important here. Turn 1, turn 3, turn 4, and there's loads of overtaking opportunities since there's 3 DRS zones. And this is a really fun track in qualifying since you can like take a lot of stuff flat out and you don't have to watch out for walls. Yeah, so let's just have some fun. This looks like dry weather. The first person out is TF Mar10. Okay, let me go through the names. TF Mar10, spell that wrong. Maverick, Lifeboat, Sims, Dennis, the main Wayne, PRL, Rocco 74, Patrick Myler, Fuzzvod. Okay. I might just say the Aston Martin, if that's easier. Let's see how easy I can get the names. Okay. So, we're doing the first lap of an onboard with TF Mar10. So, enable DRS. Get a good exit out of the last corner. So, turn 1, quite tricky. If you get it right, you can gain a lot of time, since it's a long straight right afterwards. And if you get it wrong, you can lose a lot of time. Right into turn 2, which isn't really a turn. Into turn 3, hard braking zone. Again, exit, very important. You can use the full track, and after that there's a second DRS zone. The second of 3. Turn 4 is a nice overtaking opportunity, and nice hugging the inside there by TF10. Quite wide line, but it's okay. using the full curb. I hope this car isn't getting in the way. Getting slipstream. Let's see how effective that was. Going a little bit wide and invalidating the lap. Let's see. What are the times? Times will be dropping. I think I have the times up, just nobody has set a lap yet. Right? So, spelled wrong. Let's see what kind of lap this is. 110 by Fuzzblood. 111 by spelled wrong. There we go. Into the 106s. So, single digit. Feel like these laps might have been throwaway laps, since that's 4 seconds off the pace of tier. Seems a lot. We're getting close to the 105s, but with Patrick Miller. Down to 6 point nothing. Let's see who's on the lap. There, Sims F1 going very wide, not invalidating it, and setting the fastest second sector. Let's see what this lap will be. DRS enable, and what is this? This is a 107. Nice. So half the grid has set lap times. There's been a spin by fastest man on track right now. So, and we have the fastest time with a 105.999 by Denis Ivanov. Times are tumbling fast, and a lifeboat with a 105.697. 0.69. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Looks like the Ferrari's on a lap. Potentially. Very low on ERS. Maybe he's done his lap and he's in his in-lap. That seems very likely. So, well, first sets of laps are out, and the time to beat is a 105.69. As Lifeboat invalidates his lap, although I do believe that it was an in-lap, so not too crucial for him. So Maverick is setting up for a fast lap. Yes, he is. Oh no, he's set a lap. Okay. There we go. TF Martin. Let's ride on his onboard again. Second time's the charm, maybe? Let's see. Warming up the tires a little bit before the lap. Okay. Nice. You can take that curve a lot on the exit of the last turn. Now, don't spin on the exit or on the entry of turn 1. Nicely done. DRS wide open. Slight little lockup, but that didn't cost too much time. Stick to 2 yellow flags. Well, nothing big. Slight little lockup again, but keeps it tidy. Little loose on the rear, but keeps the car steady. Oof. Very close to invalidating it, and sets the fastest second sector. This might be a good lap. Let's see what it will be. Definitely a 105. Let's see if this will beat Lifeboat's lap. 2, 3, 4, 105.2. That's 4/10 faster. What a time. But do remember that track is gripping in and everybody should be getting faster. So let's see what Lifeboat has to say against that. And Denis Ivanov. As Tears just starting the lap. Let's see. Maverick 09 is coming in. Okay. And the main Wayne, let's see what his lap is. So 102, 3, 4, 5.8. As Denis Ivanov starts his lap. Oh! Getting very wide and touching that yellow curb that is oh so deadly. Losing his car, and he can scratch that lap already into turn 1. This is a blessing in disguise, I guess, because he can save his ERS, save his tires, and go again, since he's done 200 meters with these fresh softs. Let's see if Lifeboat can do any better. Sorry for that. Going almost onto the grass on the straight and outbraked himself by a mile there. Going over the yellow curb and not invalidating, but definitely screwing up his lap. Yeah, looks like he's gonna just start over again. As Denis Ivanov is starting his lap over again. Pass out of the last turn, very close to invalidating his lap already before it began. Let's see if second time's the charm. A little bit cautious, but that's the right thing to do. And gets a nice and clean exit out of turn 1. Now, turn 2, turn 3, let's see if he gets his braking on point. Yes, he does. Now to get a nice exit. Very clean. This might be a very good lap. Spilled wrong. Got a little squirmy out of exit of turn 3, but nothing too harsh. Let's stick with Denis Ivanov until the end. Go to the outside, which gives you a good exit and entry to turn, I think that's 5. Nicely taking the curbs. Oof, so close to invalidating, but not doing it. It's very important. Now, last 2 turns. They can make or break your lap. This seems like breaking it, and it has. Well, and let's see. Lifeboat on his second attempt. Taking a lot of that curb. Let's see if he breaks his lap or if he keeps it nice and tidy. And oh, he's gone wide. Oh, but he's lifted on his throttle, which hasn't validated his lap time. But will this be a 105.4, which will keep him P2? That's not what he wanted, though. Let's see. This looks like an in-lap. This looks like an in-lap. What is that? Is that a... Oh. Denis spun out of turn 4. So. Nicely taken curve in turn 1. That's always a... excuse my French. It's always a bitch taking that yellow curve into turn 1. That's a slight little lockup in the main lane. From the main lane. Let's see. Who's championship? So the main lane is championship leader, as I can see. After that, there's a Mercedes, which I don't see on track currently. And after that, it's Vardy, which I also don't see on track. That's too bad. Okay, last turns for the main lane. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.3, 5.2. Well, that puts him right on pole. This gives him what, sorry, words. Yes, they exist. Is he on a lap? Yes, he is. This time TFMR trying to not... oh, and he hasn't validated it. Well, never mind. It's very slow Alpine. Haas on his outlap. Oh, okay. Let's see. That's going in. And that's on his lap. 4/10 down on his last lap. Let's see what he can get out of the last turns. Nice. Keep it tidy. Don't take too much, or else you'll invalidate. Nice exit. What is this going to be? This is P7 for tier. And setting in the identical lap to Slithery Cow, which is only 30 thousandths off of Spelled Wrong. This is very close between each of them. Also, Denis Ivanov being only 68 tenths faster. Sorry, 68 thousandths of a second faster than Spelled Wrong. Very close field we got here. Seems like these three are fighting for pole, and these three are fighting for second row. 4. I'm sorry. Let's see. The guys now out to do their last run of the day. This will be deciding who'll get pole position. The main Wayne hasn't come out yet. I mean, there is still some time. But I guess there's no time for a second lap, a second run. So that'll be the final lap if he does it. So get a good exit to start your lap off. That's a very good exit to start one's last lap. Nice. Oh, and the Alpine has gone off. And Lifeboat has already invalidated before it begun. What has happened here? I bet that was the last turn. Seems like he has enough time to redo his lap. While saving his tires, of course. Let's see, this might be the pole lap. Down to turn 4, hard braking zone. Try to stay on the inside, then go out on the outside. Nicely done. And Denis Ivanov going into the 104s. What a lap. Nearly 4/10 faster than anything else. Anything anybody else has done until now. TFMR again trying to get some toe off of slow cars. Last corner, this could be a very fast lap. 104.9. That'll be it for TFMR 10. Well, that's still front row, and Denis Ivanov has invalidated his second lap, although this seems to be good enough to get pole. And Lifeboat has invalidated, or is that still from previous? And he's got 20 seconds, which means that he'll still be able to do this lap now. Same for the main Wayne. Still has time to complete his last lap and see what it will be. Oh, and he just unvalidated by going a little bit wide onto that curb. That'll be very frustrating for the main lane. Let's see what Lifeboat can do against that pole lap from Denis Ivanov. Let's see, is he up on his time? Yes, he is by 7/10. That could very much so be the pole that Lifeboat oh so dearly wants. This make or break last two turns, and he breaks it. Oh no, he doesn't. He keeps it valid. What is this gonna be? Seems like a 147. It is. It is a 14.746. .106 by Racing Wheel. Anybody else setting their laps? No, everybody is done. And TFMR10 is pitting. So, well, what a pole. 104.7 by Lifeboat. Nicely done. So, Lifeboat gets the pole. Denis Ivanov is P2, TFMR10 P3, P4 the main lane, P5 Sims, P6 spelled wrong, Slithery Cow 5, P7, Tier 727, P8, Patrick Meller P9, and to round off the top 10 it's PRL Monty Perez. Is it Perez? Is that how you spell Perez? No, it's not, is it? 46. Wow. Quite close to the midfield here. And quite close pole in second P2. Yeah. It'll be an exciting race, and no lap time by Scorpio. Interesting. I do believe that soft medium is... Just wait. Yeah, what? Oh, okay. Well, seems like we're resetting the lobby. Why? If I... You don't know? Okay. Well, just give me an invite if you... Yep. Okay. So, in case you guys are wondering, I have Lifeboat in the call with me right now, although he is muted for while I'm talking. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I'll just be waiting for an invite then. Okay, well, seems like they got a lobby ready. So yeah, I definitely feel like I should be. I'll start commentating again once everybody ready's up. Um, yeah, I'll see you until then. Nothing. I just want to, just wanted to. I don't know. It's very quiet. Just FYI. Yeah. So, since I have no clue what's going on, who are we waiting for? You don't have to. You can if you want to. I can. Sure, I'll join. But then I'll have to probably do the. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Oh, there we go. Somebody joined. Sims F1. There we go. Seems like we might be starting now. If we start, you'll just mute yourself again, okay? And what are we? Division 2. Right. The goat. Okay. I mean, I do have time, but yeah, I just wanted to know what's going on. Wait, they're still not readying up? Didn't somebody just join? Huh. Mm, where are they writing in? Am I blind? A little bit late. What? Sorry? Yeah, but you can just put them to the back. There's like a button which says all the way to the back. But yeah, that's fine. What? Yeah, probably. Um, I don't see a general chat though. I feel like I'm just blind. But I do have. Yeah? Okay. Well, then, if everybody's ready up, you just mute yourself. Yeah. Oh, thanks. I'm not. I'm not dumb. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, don't crash out. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Take it nice and easy. Yeah. It was a goat and crashing out. Okay. So mute yourself. Okay. Bye bye. Okay. Well, now I'm back alone. Ready to commentate on, yeah, hopefully this exciting 50% race in Austria. So yeah, let's start back from where we left off. Yeah, I was saying that Austria is a very nice track for your tires. It's easy on your tires, or relatively easy on your tires. And I do believe that you can do a soft medium strategy here, if I'm not wrong. Especially the mediums you can drive for a very long time. So, Austria, since there are a lot of overtaking opportunities, um, There are a couple of safety cars, which always puts strategy into question. So yeah. We do have a couple of guys that um, um, shit, what did I just want to say? Right, we do have a couple of guys who just joined late. They'll be starting from the back. I don't know how fast they are, but that could be very interesting. Yeah, so I would assume that formation lap is off. Um, so yeah, we'll be heading straight to the race start. Um, yeah, and then let's see. Let's just go where the wind takes us. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go. Lifeboat gets a decent start, as does Dennis. Everybody gets off relatively easy, and there's 4 wide at the back. No big crashes that I can see. Couple of hard runners. Let's see. Oh, well, I'll have to do that again. Lap full. Yes, lap data to say gap interval. So let's see tires. A lot of different tires, hards, mediums, and one soft. Interesting. Okay. I would have assumed a lot more soft runners, but well, let's see what's gonna happen. As Dennis overtakes Lifeboat, I just got caught napping. Let's go to this view. As G-Rope was very close. Tier is very close. He's a soft runner, which means that he has a lot more grip than anybody. Is he going down the inside? No, he's a little bit too far off. Behind him, there's a big 2-second gap already. Let's see. Dennis Ivanov is probably going to want to start pulling away from Lifeboat, but Lifeboat is going to be right on his tail. TF Martin is going to try to overtake both of these cars since he's on mediums, and the longer he'll stick behind them, the worse it is for him. As Lifeboat goes wide and TFMR is able to benefit through Lifeboat's mistake. Easy to overshoot turn 3 since it's a hard braking zone, and yeah. Little close to grass as there's dirt on the road. Let's see. Yeah. 4 cars very close. As somebody's on, that's Tier on the gravel. Keeping it clean though, not spinning, but going back a lot of positions. As the Haas goes wide. As TFMR sets the fastest lap, which just shows that has better pace than Dennis Ivanov, but obviously he's on those medium tires. Oh, there's a spinning Haas. TFMR going side by side with and DRS enabled, being able to go down the inside. That seems like a done deal. Is Dennis Ivanov going to hang it around the outside? He is, with worse grip. Yeah, that's going to be a hard. Oh, but he is going to stick the inside. Nice defense by Dennis Ivanov. Lifeboat just sitting behind and watching. TFMR definitely eager to get past, as it is very important for him to get past as soon as possible and pull away from that OSHA crucial 1 second. There's 3 DRS zones in Austria so it's very hard to pull away from somebody since they can just benefit off of you being in front of them. Yeah. TFMR has a look down the inside, but is not going to dive. Probably setting up for a dive bomb down turn 4. Let's see what he's going to do. He's a bit far back for that, as there's two people going side by side here. Sims F1 might have a look down the inside. He does. Is he going to outbrake? Spelled wrong? No, he's not. He's going to keep it around the outside. Spelled wrong has a little well, tight wheel spin. It took long, but it's also pretty late, so pardon me if I misspeak a couple of times. So Lifebot already has a penalty. Let's see, 3 seconds, which means he has already 3 warnings in lap 5 from 36. That can't be a very good sign. So does Slithery Cow 5. Well, let's just hope that they keep it clean for the rest of the race. Otherwise, those penalties will definitely be annoying by the end because of safety cars, and you can't get rid of 3-second penalties. Only the 5-second ones. Yeah. So TFMR 10 not being able to get by Denis Ivanov on those hard tires. Seems like Denis has some good pace around here. There's a couple of people that are very close to each other. This seems a bit far for a dive bomb, and yes it is. Although, does he get a good exit? He does. Is he going to go try and look down the inside? He does, but thinks better of it. Lifeboat is 3/10 on the exit. Lap 6. All of the front runners setting fastest laps. Means that the hards probably are starting to get in the temperature window. And as Tier gets 3 seconds as well. A lot of these drivers getting penalties early on. TFMR 10 close, but is it close enough for a dive bomb? Doesn't seem like it. Maybe if he gets a good exit. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, a little squirmy off of that, but nothing too big. As the Williams, I believe, goes into the gravel, sets him back 3 places. That's not ideal. There, these 3 front runners still on a DRS train. The main Wayne kind of in the middle of everything. Not catching up, but also not falling behind. And Speldrun goes and pits. Does he have damage? Not sure. As TFMR was very close there to Denis Ivanov. I did not see if he went side by side there though. And he's again not close enough in turn 4 to dive down the inside or try to make a move around the outside. Very close on to the gravel. As Scarpiero gets by Giurecco. And these 3 being very close to one another. Although the Alpine holding up. The Alpine and the Hards holding up the medium runners. As Tier gets a 3-second time penalty. As Lifeboat seems to be falling back a little. The pole sitter not being able to stick with these 2. Who knows? This looks like an opportunity to dive down the inside. He does, but thinks better of it. Denis Ivanov has a little lockup, but nothing big. Oh, as TFMR gets skirmy exit, but Lifeboat not being close enough to capitalize on anything. Silly cow. And that slithery cow being overtaken by his teammate. Is he gonna look down the inside? No, he is not. Oh, yes he is, as his teammate outbrakes himself a little bit, but those medium tires are definitely helping him stay ahead. We have formed 3 groups, I believe, behind the Alpine, behind Dennis, and behind the Haas, I believe, yes. Let's watch this leading group. Let's see if TFMR10 is able to do something. Nothing from 410, so it's just too far behind, but maybe he gets a good exit as Lifeboat is very close to his rear, almost touching him. I'm not sure what happened there, but wouldn't be the first time that Lifeboat broke too far back into turn 3. Lifeboat being very close to getting a warning, and being squirmy on exit of turn 4 as well. Seems like Lifeboat is struggling a little bit on those hards. So we start lap 11, I believe, or no, lap 10. Oh, there's a spin of C. Gorocho, something like that. No, sorry, my bad. G. Rocco. As TFMR sends it down the inside, that was not very clean. Lifeboat sees the thing, is maybe going to capitalize off both of them, getting slowed down by each other. No, just TFMR being able to get side by side, going down the inside, going to not outbreak Dennis Ivanov, who sticks around the outside, which means nothing changed. Maybe TFMR was holding back since he knew that it was not very cleanly done. If he would have overtaken Dennis Ivanov. Oh, as Lifeboat gets very squirmy on that curve. That's a very dangerous curve to take full out and very far to the right. So yeah, this is what I kind of said. Dennis Ivanov is not able to pull away from TFMR10 or Lifeboat due to the 3 DRS zones, which makes it really hard, because if somebody's behind you, you can just stay behind, gain like 4/10 a lap, and yeah, just never have a look down the inside. The ERS is almost full on all 3 of these. Lifeboat the least. Yeah. Top 4 have a lot of ERS to spare. And then you can see 5, 6, 7, and 5, 6, and 7 don't have a lot. Dennis Ivanov almost being too careful with ERS, hitting 100% for a short amount of time, which is basically just wasting ERS. But I mean, if he has the pace, I mean, to each their own. No look down the inside from either of these two. So let's see. Oops. We're gonna see anything from the Ferrari. Ferrari quite close to the Alpine. Doesn't seem to be close enough to go down the inside. As our Gorko is outbraked himself, but Patrick Myler really slowed down for that one. I'm not quite sure why. Lifeboat getting past TFMR 10, I didn't even see that. When did that happen? Maybe a mistake. I'm not too sure about that one. Man. The one time I don't look at these three. Wow. TFMR 10 definitely needs to stay within 1 second of Lifeboat to have any chance of victory, unless a safety car screws up. Oh, and he loses it on the exit. He keeps it out, no damage for him, but loses a lot of time, which means that the main Wayne is on the podium. This is not ideal, as PRL, Monty Perez, and Racing Wheel go side by side into turn 4, losing a lot of time though, both of them. Lifeboat, oof, that looks maybe like another warning. Hard to tell. Is Lifeboat gonna send it down the inside? Too far back into turn 3. How about turn 4? 5/10. With a good exit, that could definitely work. 4/10. No, too far back. As they go side by side, the Alpine and the Ferrari. Ferrari gonna have DRS. It's gonna be able to send it down the inside or try to make a move around the outside. Alpine blocks him. That's interesting. Ferrari very late on their brakes, almost too late. He's going to be able to stick it right behind the Alpine though. Maybe send it down the inside? No. Leading pair getting driven further and further out. Dennis almost getting 1 second ahead of Lifeboat. See. Ferrari's still eager to get past the Alpine. Seems like he's close enough. Is he going to go down the inside or the outside? Is he going to want ERS? DRS? No, he doesn't have any ERS left. He's going to send it down the inside. Does he outbrake himself? No, he doesn't. Slightly. Does he have DRS? No, he does not, which means that the Alpine can just sail past him again. With no ERS to spare, the Ferrari has to stick behind. All while this is happening, the slithery cow is just being able to get closer and closer to both of these cars and saving ERS, which is not going to be very good news for both of these. TFMR 10 boxing this lap. I'm going to assume it's the hards. Man, I thought soft medium goes, but apparently that was a really bad judgment call from me. A little bit screamed by Dennis Ivanov, but looks like Lifeboat isn't even trying to send it down the inside. Slithery cow now being able to send it down the inside. What a surprise attack. The Ferrari covering off. I don't know how clean that was. Slithery cow just being a passenger in the end. Lifeboat and Dennis still being 1 second of each other. Well, this is definitely the fight for victory. Dennis having, is that DRS? No. Almost off of a back marker. That would not be very good for Lifeboat. He still doesn't have any, which means that Dennis just lucked out. Or actually the opposite, I think. As Dennis gets... Oh, he gets squirmy off of the exit and loses his car. Is that going to be a loss of P2? P1 to P2 or P3 as well? Those tires are going to be not in the best shape, but no damage. Well, very scary drift by Dennis Ivanov off of that corner. Well, with that, Lifeboat seems to have gained position, being 7 seconds ahead of P2. That's a pretty neat position, and a pretty comfortable at that. Dennis Ivanov now having a very difficult task to try to catch back up to Lifeboat and overtaking him. The Aston Martin looking to go down the inside. No, he's faking it. Goes around the outside, but has the Alfa Romeo just played the DRS game? Seems like it. Although DRS is very weak on this year's game, which means that it's not helped him. As Lifeboat, Lifeboat lost the car. Everybody losing the car now at this stage. Dennis Ivanov back into P1. Lifeboat not losing one but two positions. Man, does he have any damage? I hope not. Doesn't look like it. Wow. I guess the lack of grip really getting to the drivers. Which definitely helps TF Mar 10. If the top two guys are spinning. Spelled wrong is very close to Patrick Myler. Let's see if you can do something with the two DRS zones. This one's to catch up to somebody and the next one is to overtake usually. Get a good exit. Good slipstream as a Haas spins. A very cautious exit of turn 3. Which does not look like he's going to be able to center down the inside. Is he going to try it though? No, he's not. He's going to stick behind and wait for another day. As these two, okay, overtaking the pits. 2/10. That's very close, but I don't believe that it's... What is here? Pits, okay. Yeah, it's very hard to overtake anywhere except turn, I guess, 3 and 4. Unless you hang it around the outside on previous corners. Or at least go side by side. So, let's try this again. Get a good exit out of turn 1. That seems good enough. He has a lot of ERS to use. Not like Patrick Myler. Patrick Myler starts blinking. Is he going to send it down the inside? No, he's waiting. He's trying to get a good exit. And as Patrick Myler outbrakes himself, which is not going to help him stay in front. In fact, it hinders him and, well, he's behind. Two of the front guys pitting or boxing. And now Dennis seems to be using his ERS, maybe to stay ahead. No safety cars until now. I'm not sure if they're enabled or not. But also no big spins or crashes, which, yeah, could have brought the safety car out. see. Everybody comes out on the exit. Lifeboat being close, warming up his tires to TFMR 10. TFMR 10 just being behind main wane. This will be interesting. This is going to be... Did they switch positions? Yes, they did. Anyway, the main wane, where he comes out, that'll be the position of the actual position, due to nobody being in front of him anymore. Due to pit stops, strategies. Let's see if Dennis... How big is his lead? That seems like a healthy 8-second gap. Something like that. 6 seconds, yeah. TFMR 10 being very close to the main wane. Looks like Lifeboat's, from Lifeboat's point of view, he'll try to overtake TFMR 10 as fast as he can and then try to get P2 out of this. The main wane is just going to try to hold up both of the cars behind him, and TFMR 10 is going to either try to somehow overtake the main wane on better tires and fresher tires. Well, or his main objective probably is going to be to try and keep Lifeboat behind, although that'll be very hard due to the two different tire compounds, as the main wane sets the fastest lap of the race at 17.862. TFMR does not have DRS. That'll benefit Lifeboat a lot. The main wane does slow down enough for TFMR 10 to get DRS now, which means that Lifeboat won't be able to have a look down the inside. At least not reasonably. What's happened here? A spin. Lifeboat is very close to TFMR 10. Could try and send it like the around the outside of here, like Lewis Hamilton, but that's very unlikely. Oof. He's just gonna tuck in behind and fight for another day, as he loses his car a little bit as Dennis sets the fastest lap, which shows that he definitely has the best pace around here. Good exit from Lifeboat, potentially. Will he send it down the inside or outside? Looks like the inside. They go side by side, a little touch. Has Lifeboat sent it too much? No, he has not. Is that going to be 2 overtakes and 2 corners? Is he close enough? No, he might not be, but that's definitely a position gain from Lifeboat. Now his goal is definitely to overtake TFMR 10 and get that P2 spot. Try to pull away 3 seconds due to his penalty, or hope that the main wane and TFMR 10 both get one. As these three having a scrap. Is that a safety car? That is a safety car. Man. Is that the house? Yes, it is. That is the house, right in the middle of the racetrack. This could throw the strategies up in the air. I would assume that Dennis is gonna box for softs. Same thing. I would assume that everybody boxes for softs. The disadvantage is minor, especially if you look at how many places you'll lose. It'll be 2 places for the top guys, if that. So, yeah, everybody in the top 4 will box, and obviously after that, everybody in behind them probably should as well. Maybe not spelled wrong. Some relatively fresh softs. Patrick Myler really unlucky. Unless he boxed under safety car. But yeah. So yep, Dennis Myler being the main win does not, Lifeboat does, and TF Martin. Everybody should probably go on the softs. That's what I'm assuming. Main win gaining like 2 positions, but gonna have to be holding P1 for, that'll be 9 laps, I assume. Maybe 8, if he's lucky. Yeah, everybody else is probably gonna pit for softs. No, Racing Wheel does not. He's on mediums and he believes that he is. Oh, the main wing got disqualified. What happened here? Did he overtake the safety car on accident and not give it back in time? I'm not sure. Well, this leaves us back to Dennis RS Lifeboat and TF Martin being right behind them. All the hard runners are still on the hard tires. What are they doing? Maybe they just want to catch up to the safety car. Maybe. Tier's boxing for softs. Well, seems like the safety car will be out for quite some time, since there are a lot of cars that are not bunched up yet. As Dennis goes very close to the safety car. I don't think Bert Mylander will drive any faster if you go that close, but who knows. As that's really unfortunate for the main Wayne XX. Yeah, I think he's leading the championship, and man, accidentally overtaking the safety car, I assume. Well, anyway, safety car is good for us because, well, different strategies mean overtaking opportunities, and everybody's bunched up. I do believe that the safety car is 1 more lap, since it's only been 2, but we'll see. I think that proves it, because it would have to have showed in this lap by now, if it would be. As Tier goes pits again, I'm not quite sure why. Maybe for fresh softs? But his softs were pretty fresh, or did he get wing damage? It's an interesting strategy. No, just for even fresher softs. Huh. Oh, and... okay, that... oh no, never mind. I thought he was serving a penalty. That would have made sense. But, no, he's not. Right. So, Fuzzwad is the only guy who is lapped, as far as I can tell. Well, as far as I can see, the safety car will be in this lap. Yep. Which means that Dennis now controls the pace until last turns, and then until he decides to go. Lifeboat will be very eager to get a good restart, as this could very much so be for the win. And TF Martin is definitely a contender, since he only needs to be within 3 seconds of either of Lifeboat or Dennis to win. Now, Racing Wheel has a gigantic job of keeping... actually the people behind him didn't box as well, so it's not too bad, as Dennis has gone. Lifeboat getting an okay exit, but TF Martin even closer. Yeah, turn 1 is not an overtaking opportunity. As these guys go side by side, is there contact? No, there's not. Everybody is going smoothly through, as this will be very close. Anybody lunging it down the inside? Yes, the Alpha Tauri is. As it's 3 wide briefly. Side by side, the Alpha Tauri with the Williams now sticking it behind. Going down the inside, I assume. No, he's not. The Alfa Romeo is, and he's not. Thinks better of it. Tier on the softs getting past the Alpine. What a nice move around the outside. Try to avoid that curb. Nice. So Lifeboat gets another 3 seconds, which is not going to help him for the win today. As Tier is just so much faster with the 2 compound grippier tire. These softs really helping him climb up the grid positions, as a AlphaTauri, oh no, as a Williams is forced wide. 4 wide, I believe. No, 3 wide, but very close, as there's carnage, crashes, and contact between the drivers. As Tier gets on the grass and is squirming off the exit, 3 wide for a brief period, although the Williams is side by side with somebody else, the AlphaTauri. Slight contact between, I don't know who, I think all 3 of the drivers, with Tier having the much faster tires, and I guess not expecting them being so slow. Lifeboat is down to P3, I'm not quite sure what happened. And TFMR is within 3 seconds, but Dennis sets the fastest lap. That'll be very interesting to watch, as these midfield drivers have a wonderful scrap with some contact, but that's what it's all about. Nice exit for Tier with those much faster tires, and yeah, this should be an easy pass. His Lifeboat nicely blocks Scapario, the AlphaTauri driver, which does not benefit from the DRS. It's just too far back. That's a big dive bomb from the Alpine, and it has not paid off. As a Ferrari is just on the road sideways, that's very dangerous. Lifeboat in the DRS of TF Martin, and he does not have the DRS of Denis Ivanov. Now, Lifeboat 6 seconds away from P4, which means that he won't lose a position. But even if he does gain one, he doesn't gain one in the end. Let's see what his strat is. That's an easy pass. With DRS and ERS activated. Is the Alpine driver close enough? I wouldn't dive down the inside there, and he doesn't either. His lifeboat is 4/10 to TMR10, and he has 6% battery left. That's obviously very helpful for lifeboat and Dennis. His lifeboat overtakes TMR10 with them having no chance to get a switch back. Yeah, lifeboat just with a much higher ERS. Nice overtake, although, yeah, he loses the car a little bit, but that's fine. There we go, penalties. Oh, both of the drivers are on 6 seconds. I did not realize that, which means that TFMR10 is still up, I believe. Probably should check. Yeah. TFMR10 very much so in the contention for winning this race, with both the top two having 6 seconds of penalties. His only job is to not get one himself. If I beat TFMR10, I'd just stick behind Lifeboat since he has good pace and is giving you DRS, but... Oh, as Lifeboat gets on throttle too early, gets damage, and ruining his race. That's never good to see. Lifeboat down to P4, about to be overtaken by 2 more cars. Ouch. With 2 laps to go, that's annoying. Okay, we're on the second last lap. Let's see if this Red Bull can do anything against the AlphaTauri. DRS activated, ERS activated. Gap going down. Is he going to send it down the inside? Yes, he does. Is he too late on the brakes? No, he's not. Slight contact between the 2 drivers. Who has DRS? The Red Bull does, but the AlphaTauri is side by side with him, I guess, getting the better exit. Is he able to hang it around the outside? He does, but he's cautious and loses the position. He's around the outside. He's going for the switchback since the Alpha... Oh, and the Red Bull driver got hit. That's never great to see. As we're on our last lap, Dennis very much so having the better pace of the top 3, but TFMR10 not making any mistakes regarding track limits, as Lifeboat gets another 3-second time penalty. Well, you can't just be fast. You have to stay within the white lines, I assume. At least that's the philosophy of TMR10, because he has 0 penalties. Okay, let's see. Last lap, last couple of corners for Dennis Ivanov 29. He's on 3% of ERS. That's almost empty. So he goes wide. Almost losing it. He does lose it. He does not DNF. How lucky of him. As he crawls over the line. Happy to finish at all. As Sims F1 Racing getting P3. The The racing wheel, Alpine, man, words, it's late. The Alpine driver getting P4, Lifeboat getting P5 in the end, although I'm not quite sure how it is with penalties down here. Yeah, Lifeboat being able to keep P5. I bet he's disappointed. Um, what a race. Some fun overtakes, some safety cars, some interesting strategy calls. Tier driver of the day. Great victory by TF Martin, and then nice P2 by Denis Ivanov, although he was faster. He didn't keep it within the white lines. He got 6 seconds of penalties. To end up the podium, Sims F1. Let's see. How many penalties? He got 2 warnings, so he was on his last one. Okay. Yeah. Well, this was fun. I am very much so tired. Um, yeah. So I might see you guys again. Let's see. So.